Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to deliver your November 2016 general readings. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck by artist Cira Marchetti, drawing the customary 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional 9th card as your crowning card from the bottom of the deck, representing overall energy and advice for the readings. These are general readings, as you're all probably tired of hearing us readers say, but we have to say it because there's so many of you watching, and it couldn't possibly resonate the same for everyone who watches. So check your rising and your moon sign as well if you know them and if you can. You may find that they play out more predictively for you than your primary sun sign. And watching all three, you may relate to each of your signs, sun, moon, and rising, in different areas of your life. So watching all three gives you a more clear and whole picture of the time frame ahead that the reading covers. So watch all three if you can. A note of gratitude always to those of you who continue to watch and listen and follow so faithfully. Your feedback and support is so very much appreciated. Keep the comments coming. I read every single one of them. I love reading how the readings play out for you in your lives. So thank you very much for those, and do please keep those coming. You guys are brilliant with those. Thank you also to those of you who might be new for watching and subscribing. And a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's an honor and a pleasure always to read for you. And I'm grateful for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And thank you to my regular clients as well for allowing me to be a part of the chapters of your lives as they continue to unfold, and for all the regular updates you send me on how the readings continue to play out for you in your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on that little about sign on my YouTube channel's homepage, which has a little more information, and my email address is also there. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and schedule a reading within a pretty timely fashion. Current turnaround time is anywhere from a few days upwards of 2 weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks we can set something up. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll go from there. So moving right along, this reading is for a Capricorn for November 2016. Capricorn, November 2016. God, Spirit, Angels, Guide, show me the energies for the earth sign of Capricorn for the month of November 2016. What do they need to know to navigate through the month of November 2016 for Capricorn? What does the month of November have in store for our Capricorns? Guidance, feedback, advice, messages from Spirit for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for the month of November 2016? Capricorn, November 2016. Okay. We begin with the Six of Wands, followed by the Four of Swords. The Four of Wands, followed by the Nine of Swords. A lot of signs are getting the Nine of Swords this month. Too much unnecessary stress. We have the Five of Swords with the Sun. And at the end of the month, we have the Magician with the World. Wow, that is a very powerful combination. And from the bottom of the deck, as overall energy and advice, we have the Two of Cups. Really strong, happy, bright, very empowered reading. A little bit of unnecessary stress in here in the middle. Let's just take a look, Capricorn. Very powerful energy, particularly at the end of the month. And overall energy being the soulmate or beautiful union card too. Let's begin, Capricorn. So I'm actually going to start with your crowning card, overall energy and advice. Overall energy, and I think for a lot of you, it is about relationship, or a specific relationship or union or partnership in particular. Your crowning energy is the Two of Cups. So Cups is a suit governed by the element of water. It's all about that fluid, mercurial, watery world of feelings, emotions, relationships, and love, all different types of love and all different types of relationships. But it's about our emotional landscape and how we relate to people in the relationships in our lives. Now, the Two of Cups is traditionally considered the soulmate card. This is about more than just physical and chemical attraction. If it's between two people in a love romance relationship, this is about a meeting of the mind, the heart, the soul, the spirit. When you see the Two of Cups come up, the energy is that of a beautiful union is forming. At its most fundamental definition, that's what it represents, a beautiful union birthing, coming together. So this could be for some of you in love and romance. I feel quite strongly for a lot of you. It is about a relationship, a very significant, loving relationship. For others of you, it's just about a really great partnership or match. This could be in work and career. This could be in business. This could be finding your soulmate, kindred spirit, best friend. As well. It could also represent that particular soulmate connection between a parent and their child as well. For a lot of you, I'm feeling it's more in the love and romance department. But again, there's a lot of you watching. It can split off in a variety of ways. Energy is still the same. A beautiful union, overall energy this month. A really deep kindred spirit soulmate connection. If this is in work, business, finance, career, it is the same thing. It's about a beautiful partnership, the perfect job, good money, you don't have to pay for parking. The commute is good. You like the people you work with. Energy like that. It's a beautiful union overall this month. A beautiful, beautiful spread, Capricorn. It makes me wish that I were a Capricorn this month. Well, not really, but it's a great spread. So we begin the month with the Six of Wands. Great energy. Followed by the Four of Swords. Are you feeling tired, Capricorn? Whatever you've been through, whatever you've been working towards, struggling against, striving for, you've made it. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, triumph, and success. Wands is a suit governed by the element of fire. It's a very dynamic, fiery, action-oriented suit. Change, movement, action, power. It's all about creating, manifesting, and building. It's a very forward moving suit. The Six of Wands is straight up victory, success, achievement, triumph. You went off, you had something to do, a goal, something that you were working towards, a mission, a quest, a battle, perhaps even. You went off to accomplish it and you have been successful, as this man has been. He's riding back into town dressed in his finest, his horse is prancing, and the crowd is giving him cheers and praise and accolades. This is also a card of recognition, recognition for your efforts. Some of you may be being recognized this month. Perhaps some of you are getting a promotion, a bonus, a raise, etc. Or whatever you've been working on, a project of some kind is getting recognition as well. Triumph, success, victory. Beautiful card to start off with. But it looks like it's come at a cost. It looks like you're feeling a bit exhausted and you need to take a break now because that Six of Wands is paired with a Four of Swords. Rest, respite, recovery, recuperation. Swords is a suit governed by the element of air, and it's all about words, ideas, communication, our thoughts, mental outlooks, perspective, perception, belief system. It's all about what goes on up here. It's a very mental, cerebral, intellectual energy. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to take a break, needing to withdraw from battle, from conflict, from challenge, um, or again, from whatever been working on, even if it's been very positive focus. This is a card of feeling like you're quite exhausted. It's whatever it is you've been working on. You've been so very successful. Good for you, Capricorn, but it's really worn you out. And there's a sense of there's a strong sense of completion here in one aspect, but again, maybe not quite being done, or you've wrapped up one aspect of something and it's about enjoying that, but taking a break and then moving on into something else because this man isn't finished yet. He's still girded for battle. These three swords are still pointing down at him, and his own is lying close by his hand should he need it. But he's taking a break. He's going to be going back in because he's still dressed for battle. Now, this could be a battle, or it just could be something else more positively focused than that. But for the time being, he's withdrawn from conflict. He's withdrawn from whatever it is he's been engaged in because he's tired, worn out, exhausted, depleted. For some of you, this is going to be a battle that you've been involved in, a struggle. You've won, whatever that is. For some of you, this has to do with a legal issue, a lawsuit, personal conflicts. Again, the specifics are going to play out differently because there's so many different people watching. But victorious, successful, but in serious need of a rest, recuperation. It's time to take a step back, spend some time recovering, resting, maybe taking a break. Some of you might be going on retreat or a little vacation, and kind of relaxing and enjoying the fruits of your labor and celebrating your success. Some of you, it may be everything, all the effort you've been putting into has to do with an actual party or celebration that's coming up or that you've been planning to attend or organizing. Because next to that, we have the Four of Wands paired with the Nine of Swords. So the Four of Wands speaks about an actual celebratory event, and with the Two of Cups, it could represent marriage, an engagement party, a wedding party, an anniversary party. It could represent something else too, graduation, perhaps everything that you've accomplished. You've just graduated and you're having a party or going to a celebration. Perhaps you've successfully completed a long, difficult project at work and you're having a party to celebrate that, being recognized for that. However, it works for the two of you, maybe even won a lawsuit or a legal battle of some kind. But there's a very we feeling in this too, celebrating with someone else or a group of people that have kind of watched you go through whatever it is that you've been going through. And again, perhaps part of what you've been wearing yourself out on has been preparing for this celebratory event. But this is also the happy surprise card because when the Four of Wands comes up, it often represents a get together or a celebration of some kind that you're looking at positively, but not as anything extraordinary. But something comes in an unexpected way to elevate it and make it seem even that much better. It speaks of things working out better than you anticipate, things actually being. Working out better than you anticipate. Now, it's paired with the Nine of Swords, which I don't like to see for you, and it's come up for a lot of the signs I've done so far. This is a card, again, it's swords, so it's about our thoughts, what we think. And this is a card that represents a lot of mental stress, anxiety, and worry. Uh, just unnecessary. The energy of the Nine of Swords is somewhat illusionary. It often comes up when somebody is worried about something which is actually fairly minor. The reality of it is actually fairly minor. But this is a card that represents the energy of working on it in your head and building it up until it's much bigger than it actually really is in reality. Or being worried about something that actually isn't a worry at all or doesn't require the amount of energy you're putting into it. There's this little owl sitting on the windowsill very close to this woman, almost close enough she could reach out and touch it. Owls are a universal symbol of wisdom, enlightenment, and answer, solution, clarity, which represents that whatever the source of your all this anxiety, stress, and worry, number one, it's unnecessary. The reality of your environment is actually beautiful. But whatever it is you're worrying about, it's unnecessary and it's going to turn out fine, much better than I think you think it's going to. This owl represents seeing that, seeing a solution, clarity, wisdom, insight. But you can't see it because, again, you're too, it's kind of this circular thoughts going around and around, building up something in your head to be much worse or much bigger than it actually is. And for some of you, this is going to represent ongoing energy. For some of you, this is going to represent perhaps some of you are organizing a big event or party of some kind or marriage or whatever, and there's just a lot of stress and anxiety, maybe some doubts and insecurities creeping in. But I'm telling you, Capricorn, your reading is beautiful. So pull back this energy. When you start to feel it kind of start to consume you this month, do whatever you do to alleviate it, relax. Things are going to work out fine. Things are actually going to work out better than you anticipate, particularly towards the end of the month. It's gorgeous energy. So be vigilant against this energy. This does not need to show up here. And Capricorn, you're an earth sign anyway. You have that inherent element of solidity, stability, sense of continuity. So draw on those that energy which is already inherent in your sign. I think it's going to serve you well this month. Whatever it is you're worried about, you don't need to be. Or at least not to the point that might be the challenge. It's the only challenge for you this month is actually your own thoughts and your own what's going on in your own head. Everything else looks quite beautiful. And again, there's a we feeling too, this celebratory kind of energy. Somebody else is in it with you, probably a variety of other people. But one in particular, again, you have that beautiful union, soulmate, kindred spirit energy with you this month as well. Again, it could be a wedding, engagement party, something like that. Perhaps some of you are increasing your family, finding out you're pregnant or having a baby. Again, I rely on you guys to give me feedback as to the specific, but the energy remains the same. Now, next to that, around the middle of the month or so, maybe around the third week, we have the energy of the Five of Swords, accompanied by the Sun card. So the Five of Swords, again, we have that mental, cerebral, air energy of the Suit of Swords. The Five of Swords is another card of victory as well. Sometimes it can represent a rather shallow, temporary victory. Sometimes it can represent a victory that comes at achieving a victory by doing everything that you can in a struggle or a challenge to benefit yourself, but it comes at the cost of relationships or friendships. So be kind of cautious and vigilant about that kind of energy. Uh, the question that always accompanies the Five of Swords is something worth it? Is the energy you've invested in something worth it? Because it's cost a lot, whether that's just in your own personal energy and time and health, perhaps, or whether it's come at the cost of other relationships or friends around you. If whatever this victory triumph is comes at the cost of personal relationships in a way that doesn't hold your own sense of honor and integrity, kind of guard against that this month. But for some of you, it's just going to represent that whatever you're succeeding at and whatever you're pushing for after this, it's cost quite a bit. It requires a bit of a sacrifice, but for some of you, it is worth it. For some of you, the question is consider whether what it's going to cost is going to be worth it or not. I feel like for the majority of you it is because that Five of Swords is accompanied by the Sun card, Major Arcana, one of the best cards in the deck. The sun shining on you. There's in whatever placement the Sun card falls in, it's all good. It illuminates and increases the positivity of all the cards around it. And it's actually going to lessen the energy of this Nine of Swords too. This is success, health, prosperity, feeling better than you have in a long time, even though I think a lot of you are tired and kind of stressed out. Still, the energy of the Sun card is beautiful. It speaks of transparency, illumination. If you didn't felt like you didn't have enough information or didn't have what you needed in order to pursue something, the Sun card coming in almost ensures that you will. And this is a card too, if any of you have been feeling ill, this is a card of recovery, sad or maybe financially restricted. This is a card of loosening up of restrictive energies, an uplifting of energies. It's a beautiful card to have. And again, it increases the positivity of this entire reading. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, next to that, at or towards the end of November 2016, we have an incredibly powerful and empowering combination of cards. We have Actually, I need to go back to something really quick because I feel compelled to say this. For those of you, although I think it's a smaller portion of you, this combination of cards also, whatever's in front of you, there's a question of, for some of you, as to what you're doing, what the cost of it is in terms of personal relationships or friendships. The Sun card is also a card of illumination and transparency, too. So, again, I think there's just a few of you, a handful of you, that need to hear that. Be careful in how you go about achieving victory and success in something. Make sure that you are as transparent and have as high a sense of honor and integrity as possible, because what goes around comes around. And if you're tempted to succeed or triumph at the cost of personal relationships and other people, reconsider that and make sure that you hold to a sense of integrity in how you go about achieving triumph and success. There, I felt I had to get that out. So. At or towards the end of the month, we have this phenomenal combination, the Magician and the World. These are both cards, and they're both major arcana cards too. Divine timing and orchestration, significant, profound energy. They're both cards about independence, about intelligence, about being clever, about achieving everything that you want, manifesting your dreams into reality by how you exercise your world on your will on your external world and environment. The Magician card, that's exactly what he does. He's walked a long road of life. He's had a lot of practice and experience, and he's learned through trial and error, triumph, success, and defeat and failure as well. And now he's reached a point in his life where he has all the knowledge, the wisdom, the practice, the experience, the tools to create whatever he wants to create, manifest whatever he wants to manifest, and he knows it. He's able to exert his will and his control on his external world around him to build and create whatever it is that he wants to do. Very strong, empowered kind of card. And paired with the World card, it's the same sort of thing. It's a card of culmination, achievement, success, empowerment, reaching the top of a very significant mountain that's taken a long time to climb. It feels like it's been quite a road for you, Capricorn, but reaching the top of it, taking the time to acknowledge, wow, I made it. Acknowledging how much you've done, how far you've come, how much it costs, realizing that you finally made it, and looking outwards. What else can I accomplish? What else can I manifest into reality? Very empowering, very strong, strong combination of cards. Very powerful. And again, all about achieving success and the building of whatever you want because of your experience and your absolute determination and will to influence everything around you, environment and people. And again, your crowning card overall, the Two of Cups, soulmate connection, beautiful union, or a really great partnership for you this month, Capricorn. So it looks like you're coming into the month triumphant, although somewhat exhausted. And watch the stress level too. Celebrations coming up. Again, maybe marriage or engagement, families, celebration of the culmination of something. Make sure it doesn't come at too high of a cost to the people and relationships around you. The sun is magnifying your success, and you end the month in a very powerful place too. I think moving forward into whatever else that you have on your plate to manifest. Beautiful, beautiful energy, Capricorn. Really powerful. So good for you. So Capricorn, that pretty much wraps up November so far. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope you find it useful, that it's brought you a little wisdom and insight and clarity on navigating through November. Remember to watch that stress level and take care of yourself and get enough rest. Um, Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November 2016 mid-month readings. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the About sign to get a little more information. My email address is also on there. That is Maggie, the number 1, McGuire@gmail.com. You can email me directly, and I would be delighted to work with you. We'll go from there. So I will see you all again in a couple of weeks. And until then, Capricorn, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.